Spokane Mayor Nadine Woodward is pleading for people to mask up this weekend. We'll fill you in on her goal for the county and how it can help Spokane get closer to Phase 3. COVID-19 has changed many of the ways we celebrate 4th of July, but Idaho's State Line Speedway is gearing up to host a very special Independence Weekend celebration.
Plus, many people are making plans for their 4th of July weekend. Stay tuned. We'll be walking you through where it's best to see those fireworks and what the forecast looks like as we head into the beginning of next week.
And we have already hit a record-breaking week in Spokane County when it comes to new COVID-19 cases. I'll explain what that means for you, taking a look by the numbers.
Up with KREM starts right now with Jen York, Joshua Robinson, Evan Nurani, and Dana Marie McNichol.
8:01 on your Friday morning. Good morning. Thanks for joining us here on Up with KREM. And of course, the coronavirus has changed so many things about the ways that we celebrate Independence Day safely, but that does not mean it can't be done. There are still plenty of places that you can go to watch fireworks this year from a safe physical distance. We've got a list of those locations coming up for you in just a few minutes. We do also want to take a look outside this morning because weather obviously plays a huge role in 4th of July. Now, Evan Nurani joins us once again from our outdoor weather station. Evan, it was pretty chilly this morning. What's it like now?
Still a little bit chilly, but the sun now kind of beaming in is really helping to warm us up. We're in the about upper 50s right now. We woke up this morning to some 40s. North Idaho was in the low 40s to start off the day, but the sun is definitely doing its part to bring in that sunshine and help to really warm us up. We're going to make it to the 70s and 80s as your afternoon high. Let's take a look at your next 12 hours here. 80 degrees is what we're going for by the time we get to about 4 p.m. Cooling down just a bit into the overnight hours. Of course, the views that we've had outside have been gorgeous. We've had plenty of them. Our traffic cameras and our live cameras outside, as well as photos from you. Feel free to keep sending those our way, and you can email them to us or just send them to our text line. That's 509-448-2000. What you're waking up to. This is Sandpoint looking great as we start off the morning. The weekend forecast, if you're keeping your sight set on your Saturday, well, it looks like we're going to see those temperatures rise to the upper 70s and low 80s once again. Mostly sunny skies out there, and that continues really all the way into the beginning of next week. So we've got a great forecast ahead. If you're planning on spending some the weekend outside, it should be a good weekend to do so. Let's take a look at what's going on traffic-wise as we start off the morning. So far, things are not looking too bad on the roads. This is I-90 at that Frey Street exit. Should be good to go for your morning commute or whatever you're headed out the door for, and we'll let you know if we see any changes on that front. I'll send things back over to you guys.
Thank you very much, Evan. 8:03 now. Spokane Mayor Nadine Woodward is pleading for the people of Spokane County to wear their masks during the Independence Day weekend. Just yesterday, Spokane County confirmed 70 new reported cases of COVID-19. That's the third time in 4 days that the county has reported 70 or more daily new cases. Now, previously, Mayor Woodward admitted the county is not ready to pursue Phase 3 of the state's reopening plan, but says another big rise in cases could cause it to take even longer before Phase 3 is even possible.
As we continue along this road of, living with COVID amongst us and figuring out how to stay healthy as a community so that we can open up businesses, I think people are going to be more willing to wear masks. Those that initially had that very strong and vocal pushback, I'm seeing a change.
Now, Mayor Woodward says the county is actively pursuing cases that they know will be positive. So she has not been surprised to see case numbers continue to grow, but she does admit the positive case numbers do need to drop. Woodward also says while hospitalizations are a concern right now, the county's death toll has not spiked, which she sees as an encouraging sign. The mayor says her goal is to see at least 80% of people in Spokane County actively wearing their masks, which she says would get the county well on its way towards Phase 3. Now, join us in our next half hour. We will take a closer look at those latest COVID-19 cases in Spokane County by the numbers.
Businesses will not be allowed to legally serve customers goods or services unless their patrons are adhering to this requirement and are wearing face coverings.
Statewide, Washington is set to require businesses to turn away customers who are not wearing masks. The no mask, no service rule starts on Tuesday, July 7th, and Governor Jay Inslee announced his new proclamation yesterday, coming just 1 week after Inslee's statewide mandate to require people wear masks while in public indoors or outdoors where 6 feet of social distancing is not possible. Now, this no mask, no service policy was previously only in place in Yakima County, which Inslee has called the epicenter of the virus in Washington. But as new state numbers continue to climb, Governor Inslee decided for more severe statewide action to be necessary.
The virus has spiked in recent weeks, and we know this. This is not just a coincidence of more testing. It's because more people are becoming infected. That is clear.
Now, businesses who don't comply with face fines, or could face fines rather, from state regulators or even lose their business licenses. Happening today, the State Line Speedway in Idaho is getting ready for their annual 4th of July event tonight. Nicole Hernandez joins us live now to explain how they're taking this celebration this year, Nicole, to the next level, right?
Yeah, good morning, Joshua. So I am at State Line Speedway right now, and we are on this side of the road, but just across the street from us is a giant setup of fireworks. You can see someone over there getting ready to continue the setup. So all of those fireworks over there are all there for a 30-minute show. That's double the amount of time that they previously have been putting fireworks up for this annual event that they have every July 3rd. So they were actually going to make it a 40-minute show, but then they decided instead they're going to make it 30 minutes and have the last 10 with double the amount of fireworks shooting up into the sky. So it's going to be jam-packed tonight for this fireworks show. And the owner says they're doing this, they're going all out because there's not many fireworks options in the area right now because of the coronavirus. So they those families that want to celebrate.
For a lot of the community, this is a long time tradition of their family to come out to July 3rd at State Line Speedway to kind of kicks off a lot of families. Kind of 4th of July is our event, and so we're really proud and honored to be put in that position, and we're going to bring it.
Tonight, doors open at 3 p.m. Track events will start at 6 p.m. with the Motorhome Demolition Derby and Team Derby. The fireworks are going to be starting between 9:30 and 10 p.m. And then there will be a post-celebration that's planned for the town of State Line that will be happening after works. So they've already sold thousands of tickets here. They've sold those on entire event to completely sell out today. So if you're interested in coming down here, you're either going to get in line early or buy those tickets online. Now, the owner of State Line Speedway did tell me over that Zoom call, he said there's going to be a little bit of a surprise at the opening ceremonies. He didn't tell me what it is, but if you want to find out, I guess go ahead and come down here and have fun on just this July 3rd. In Post Falls, I'm Nicole Hernandez.
Thank you very much, Nicole. I know a lot of people looking forward to that. Of course, there are several other places you can also catch 4th of July fireworks throughout the Northwest. You can text 509-448-2000 to get a list of places around Spokane and North Idaho sharing their own fireworks show this weekend. And all you have to do, by the way, is see it on the bottom of your screen. Text the word fireworks to 509-448-2000.
8:08 now, and it's time for your morning rush. More news in less time. This morning, a coronavirus outbreak linked to a downtown Spokane bar is growing. The Spokane Regional Health District is now linking 46 cases to Borracho Tacos and Tequileria. Previously, it was 24. They say the increase in cases is due to contact tracing. Well, today, all Spokane County government offices will be closed to observe Independence Day. That includes the courthouse, public safety building, public works building, and veteran services. Also, the Department of Licensing offices will be closed. Idaho prosecutors dropped 2 charges against Lori Vallow. The felony desertion charges were originally filed in February when her 2 kids were still missing. But 3 weeks ago, police found their remains. She is now facing 2 felony counts of conspiracy to commit destruction, alteration, or concealment of evidence. She also is facing some misdemeanor charges. And that's a look at your morning rush. More news in less time. Let us know what's happening in your neighborhood by using the hashtag #UpWithKREM on social media.
Trending this morning, starting today, the Boy Scouts of America will require all staff to take mandatory training courses on diversity and inclusion. It's part of the push to support racial equality and ultimately the Black Lives Matter movement. Now, the organization is also introducing a diversity and inclusion merit badge for Scouts to earn, and it's actually now a requirement for anyone that wants to become an Eagle Scout. That's the highest ranking Scout. Now, for some context here, the New York Times reports that in 2018, nearly 75% of the kids and teens in the organization were white, while just 7% were black. These changes are the most recent steps the organization has taken towards equality for all. Now, back in 2017, the Boy Scouts ended a ban on openly gay adult leaders. The ban on openly gay scouts was removed in 2013. And now the organization welcomes both boys and girls. This change came just last year. Looking here locally, the Girl Scouts of Eastern Washington and Northern Idaho have asked their members to sign a pledge to signify their continued commitment to equality, inclusion, and diversity. During their upcoming annual volunteer and leadership training, they announced they're partnering with the Senior Director of Diversity and Inclusion at Eastern Washington University to take action and be at the forefront of the Black Lives Matter movement. They also are dedicating funds to partner with experts in the areas of race, inclusion, and equity, with focus on girls and women. All right, it's 8:11 now. I'll send it over to you, Jen.
Well, this morning we are fighting misinformation on masks. Coming up, our Verified team explains whether the color side of a medical mask should be worn inside or out. You're watching Up with KREM.
Spokane Tribe Casino is happy to be open once again. We know you're ready to get out and have a little fun, and all your favorite casino action is here and waiting for you. We've taken extra precautions to ensure every area of the casino is clean and sanitized. And you'll notice we've implemented new measures to ensure your safety. So when you're ready, come back for your favorite games, meals, and fun times. We're ready to serve you. Spokane Tribe Casino. You just win here.
Now is the time for a new bath from Bathfitter. Every Bathfitter bath is installed quickly, safely, and beautifully with a lifetime warranty. Go from old to new, from worn to wow. The beautiful bath you've always wanted, done right, installed by one expert technician, all in one day. We've been creating moments like these for 35 years, and we're here to help you get started. Book your free virtual or in-home design consultation today.
We rent china, glassware, tents, barbecues, flatware, linen, stands for staging, tables, chairs.
A to Z rental. No job too big, no job too small.
Jackhammers, stand doors, washers, stump grinders, saws, generators, skid steer, excavator, dingoes, trailers, tractors, nailers.
Cool. I just wanted to remind everybody that's watching on Facebook, it's New Music Friday. Evan and I have been listening to each other's songs and some of the other recommendations this morning. Erica, one of the minds behind the show, sent us First by Lapsley. Enjoying that one. Evan, are you going to reveal the secret of yours, or are we going to wait till we get to your...
Oh, I'm waiting.
Okay.
Easily.
Okay. Yeah, let us know. Text us 509-448-2000. Let us know if you're listening to something this morning, if there's a new song that came out today that you like. Doesn't have to be new, though. Anything you're listening to.
Said, I'll give you this money, no strings attached. Did you have a tape
Oh,
machine at the time?
Wow, we're streaming on YouTube for the first time today also.
Interesting.
Okay. Wow. All right. So for new YouTube viewers, since I have a few seconds here, I think, New Music Friday, let us know if you're listening to anything. Text us at 509-448-2000, and we'll talk about it coming up on our New Music Friday feature. Boy, I talk too fast sometimes, Evan. I got out of breath there.
That's okay.
You're watching Up with KREM.
Hot button topic. Masks have been a hot button topic, that is, since the very start of the coronavirus pandemic. And a viewer reached out to our Verify team to ask if there's a specific way that we're supposed to wear that medical style mask. So our Verify team did take a closer look.
The goal of the Verify team is to separate fact from fiction. And when it comes to the coronavirus, there's a lot of misinformation and confusion out there. Take these Facebook and social media videos claiming there are 2 ways to wear a medical face mask to protect yourself against the coronavirus. They claim if you're sick, wear the face mask blue side out so you don't spread the virus. And if you're healthy, wear the white side out to viruses from coming in. So we're verifying, is there a correct way to wear a traditional blue and white medical face mask? Our sources for this one, the World Health Organization and Prime Medical, a global medical products manufacturer. In this WHO video, Dr. April Baller explains the inside of the mask is usually the white side. And this infographic says, ensure the color side faces outward. We also checked with Prime Medical and it says medical masks are made to be fluid resistant with the waterproof layer on the outside to minimize the amount of fluid that could transfer from the outer layers through the inner layers as a result of a splash or spray. So we can verify, yes, medical masks should be worn with the color side facing out.
Liberty Mutual customizes your car insurance, so you only pay for what you need.
I wish I could shake your hand.
Granted. Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
It was a code 10, hard water again. Worst part is Claire was unaware. Ah.
Hey, Culligan, our water makes my skin and hair feel like I'm 90.
Okay, are you 90?
I'm not.
Okay, secondly, how do you feel about high-efficiency water softeners from Culligan Water?
What?
And thirdly, how do you feel about smoother skin and luxurious hair?
Goodly. I feel very good about that.
That's the power of water. Stay soft, right?
You stay soft.
Good water doesn't just come to you. Oh, wait. In this case, yes, it...
Bi-Mart's Big Buys are here this week to supply your family with great bargains on great products. Enjoy your own shade with a caravan canopy and quench your thirst with a cool drink. Have a family camp out in a new tent and get a great deal on Chevron oil for your car. For all your needs, Bi-Mart offers you a great place to conveniently shop and then get right back to your busy life. So head on over to your Rathdrum Bi-Mart to grab these deals and more. Big brands, big value. Bi-Mart Big Buys.
How do you go on after you lose everything?
This place is a powder keg.
We are the last of the human race!
I say we live and let die.
This isn't the plan. Plans change.
You are the key to winning the last war mankind will ever wage.
I used to think fighting is what we do. Now I worry that fighting is what we are.
New world, same problems.
I can't let you die to save me.
And we learn nothing!
I need death.
It doesn't end here.
The 100. New episode this Wednesday at 8/7 Central, only on the CW.
Watch The People's Court next on CW 22.
Now, your local Storm Tracker 2 forecast.
Welcome back, everyone. It is 8:18 right now. Here's the view outside. Downtown Spokane is looking great as we start off your 4th of July weekend. Your Friday today looking great, and that just trend is going to continue all the way through the rest of your weekend, even into most of next week. It looks like we could have a few clouds drift in toward the middle of next week, but otherwise looking great. Let's take a look at your temperatures to start off the morning. It's still pretty chilly. The sun has helped to warm us up quite a bit, but we're mostly in the 50s as we start off the morning, but at least the sun is shining through for us. Earlier this morning, Sandpoint was in the low 40s, so they've warmed up quite a bit. Same in Spokane, where we're now at 58 degrees. That view outside is still looking really nice. Got a lot of birds birds flying down there by the trees. Sunny and dry for the weekend, and that means that it will be great for firework viewing. So clear firework viewing weather out there, regardless of really where you choose to celebrate. If you're going to be out there enjoying the fireworks at State Line, then you're good to go. Doesn't matter if you're in central Washington, same situation. We are not expecting cloud cover to be significant over the course of the weekend, not expecting any showers either. More warmth into next week. It looks like this dry trend is going to continue well into next week, and that will keep it carried over into at least about next 7 days. There's a chance for a small disturbance Tuesday into Wednesday, but that's really the only time period where we see any changes on that front. Current wind speeds, double digits off toward Coeur d'Alene, but that's about it. Everywhere else we're in the single digits right now. 7-mile-per-hour winds in Deer Park and Spokane, 3 in Moses Lake and 5 in Ritzville. On Future Tracker, you can see how dry we are all the way through tonight. Here's 11 p.m. We've got a few clouds that will drift in. By the time we get into about your Saturday morning, your 4th of July itself, it looks great out there, and will continue all the way through your afternoon and evening. 9 p.m., a few very light showers off toward the central and southern panhandle, but for Washington State and North Idaho, things are generally looking really nice for the day, Saturday and into Sunday. Highs today are going to be in the 70s and 80s. This is going to reign true for probably the majority of the weekend. We've got 77 as that high in Sandpoint today, 79 for Coeur d'Alene, 79 for Deer Park, all the way from Colville down through Spokane, and then 80s off towards central Washington. The 7-day forecast brings us that good chance of even low 80s all the way through Monday, 82 as that high, and then cooling down just ever so slightly into about the middle of next week. We will take a quick break, or no, we will not. Oh,
what are you doing?
I'm sorry, Joshua. I didn't mean to. It's actually the most exciting time of the week, right?
Yeah. Is it because it was my pick? You didn't want to do my pick?
I did. That's naturally it.
That's right.
I want to go first.
So we want to encourage everyone to let us know what you're listening to today, heading into the weekend. It's New Music Friday. We got a couple of recommendations. I'm going to start with First by Lapsley. That was a great song sent in by Erica behind the scenes. And then America by Sufjan Stevens. And when Brandon recommends a song, and Evan can attest to this, we all listen to it.
That's
Brandon's
right.
taste is impeccable. So let us know what you're listening to. Text us at 509-448-2000. Real quick, mine is If This Is the Last Time by Lainey. Love this song. It's written as a dedication to your parents, but it could be meant in so many different ways. Take a listen as we take this quick break.
CW22 is giving away 22 family packs of 4 tickets for the CW22 Silverwood Day, Saturday, July 11. Just watch CW22 to get the Silverwood word of the day and enter it on KREM.com. Good for the CW22 Silverwood Day.
Introducing the new and improved KREM.com. You spoke, we responded.
That's why.
Find stories fast with easier navigation and search. Get clear
oh,
podcasts in
okay. I was
click,
like, is that a remix? Because it's not a good remix.
Is your dishwasher just not getting the job
That's
done?
why Evan wanted to get out of it. He knew what was coming.
Dishwashers in stock and on
DJ
sale
Scooter
at
remix.
Fred's Appliance 4th of July sale.
With features like a spacious third rack and fan assist drying, GE dishwashers can handle large loads of dishes and have them all come out looking great.
Fred's has the best selection of dishwashers anywhere. See all the top brands with one stop at Fred's Appliance.
Take advantage of the great prices at Fred's 4th of July sale.
At Arctic Spas, we've expanded our 2020 lineup to offer you more. More sizes, models, options, and choices. And everything is still engineered for the world's harshest climates. Our Core Series makes hot tubbing easy for any budget. Our Classic Series embodies 25 years of engineering excellence. And our new Custom Series offers unsurpassed comfort, construction, and technology completely custom built to your needs. You deserve it. ArcticSpaSpokane.com.
This is a regulation straitjacket, military-grade canvas and stainless steel hardware.
I was just trying to see if I could get the mic up.
That's a very romantic
It's up now,
sound.
thank you.
Just a
Yeah,
joke.
if you were watching just now, had a little bit of a technical difficulty there with getting that song, so I'll recommend it again. if you're looking for some new music today. If This Is the Last Time by Laney is my song suggestion for you as New Music Friday. Evan's pick will be in just under a half an hour. But yeah, we want to hear from you. Let us know what you're listening to. I think I saw something just pop up.
Watch this. You get to see
take
the
a look.
magic behind.
Thank you, guys.
It's a blue screen right here, and then we'll switch it over to this camera right here, and there you go. What Mark said was, if it's raining or snowing, we want Tom Sherry to be getting wet or get snowed on. And this is where I'm going to be doing my barbecue forecast. Pretty great looking weather in front of us, and a pretty great looking outdoor set.
You're watching Up with KREM.
8:25 on your Friday morning. I'm Joshua Robinson, and 4th of July celebrations will look a little different this year, but there are still several places you can catch 4th of July fireworks throughout the inland Northwest. In Spokane County, the Spokane Parks and Recreation Department is putting on a drive-in fireworks shows at multiple locations. You can see them here: Ferris High School, Avista Stadium, Merkel Sports Complex, and Plants Ferry Sports Complex. Now, parking is set to begin at 8 p.m. with fireworks set to start at 10. Looking to Idaho, you can also see fireworks at the City of Harrison's 4th of July event. Activities for that event will start with yard games at noon. Some vendors will show up from 2 to 6, live music from 3 to 7, and fireworks are set to begin at dusk. Silver Mountain in Kellogg is also hosting its annual fireworks show as well, which starts at 10 p.m. We are told the perfect view is on the display in the Gondola Village. Today, all Spokane County offices will also be closed to observe Independence Day. That includes the courthouse, Public Safety Building, Public Works Building, and Veterans Services. Also, Department of Licensing offices will be closed today and tomorrow. Starting next week, Washington businesses will require customers to wear masks. So this morning we're asking you, do you think businesses should require masks? And today it looks like 71% of you are saying yes so far. We've got about a half hour left on our poll this morning before we take that final look.
Well, we're looking at thousands of more jobs if we can get to phase 3, that's for sure. I was just up in the north side of the city in Hilliard and talking with a small business owner there who struggled during the first closure. She hadn't been in debt, and now she is. And she said, if I have to close again a second time, I will not survive. This is her life.
This week, we have already seen record high coronavirus cases in Spokane County, and as we approach the holiday weekend, it is possible cases could rise even more. Coming up, we're going to take a closer look at how many cases we see this week over on the CW22. Also, let's take a look outside with Evan Narani.
All right, thank you, Joshua. Yeah, a lot of people keeping their sights set on the 4th of July holiday weekend. It looks like things are going to be looking pretty nice all the way through the weekend. Today, we're looking at upper 70 and low 80-degree highs. We cool down just a bit into the middle of next week, only making it, though, down to the mid-70s, which is still great for the afternoon. Overnight lows mostly in the low to mid-50s. For your viewing time on Saturday, you can probably expect those temperatures to be around the 60-degree range. This forecast is on our website. That's krem.com/weather. We will take a quick break and be back with another half hour of Up with KREM on the CW22.
Locally owned, locally loved. Medicine Man Pharmacy.
Medicine Man Pharmacy has been serving people in North Idaho since 1978 with prescriptions and healthcare products.
We have competitive prices and a wide variety of services. We accept most insurances, and we can also help you transfer your prescriptions here.
At Medicine Man, we care about you.
And your health.
Do you have any idea what happens to people who launder money? We could die. Okay, I think that's a little dramatic.
Now you're in a situation you don't know what to say. Don't worry, that ain't gonna make a difference anyway.
We just need to figure out a way to get out of this.
What if we go to the feds?
We're drug dealers.
We're gonna keep working together. Be careful who you trust.
Relationships are the death of this business.
In the Dark, new episode this Thursday at 9/8 Central, only on the CW.
It looks like crap. You went the cheap route. In a sense, you often get what you pay for.
Coming up on Judge Jerry Springer.
You said, I'll give you this money, no strings attached. Did you have a tape recording machine at the time?
He's like, babe, don't be mad. I was in a 3-car collision. Your car's ruined.
This is crazy stuff.
And then I felt sorry for the roommate. Kevin was drunk all the time. Aaron was in love with him.
Wait, this belongs on my other show.
All this week on Judge Jerry Springer.
Watch weekdays at 2 on CW22.
Spokane County has already hit a record-breaking number this week for new COVID-19 cases. I'm breaking down what that means for you by the numbers.
You discriminated against kids.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did. You discriminated against them.
A Washington woman is out of a job this morning after refusing service to someone not wearing a mask. We explain more in our next 8 minutes.
And it is a dry start to the day. Here's the view out around Lake Coeur d'Alene. We'll be talking about the sunshine that is expected and where those weekend temperatures go.
Up with KREM begins now.
Well, setting off fireworks may be tempting, but it's also illegal within Spokane city limits. Spokane leaders want to remind the public anyone setting off fireworks does face a $500 fine. Now, if you want to see fireworks tomorrow, there are still plenty of displays planned around the area. You can text fireworks to 509-448-2000. We'll send you a list of everything that's going on so you can still participate safely. And welcome back to Up with KREM this morning. Great to have you with us on our Friday morning. Joshua, it's been some time since us on the morning show have been able to really celebrate the 4th of July. We're always in bed when there's fireworks going on, so we're definitely paying attention to ways we can safely celebrate the holiday.
Yeah, you brought it up earlier. I hadn't thought about it like that because usually, over the past few years at least, it's fallen during the week. I've been working morning shifts for several years now, so yeah, this is the first in a little while, Jen.
Yeah, as I say, I think it's been at least 6 or 7 years since I've actually had the 4th of July off. So, of course, that's something we're going to continue tracking this morning. Of course, we also want to know how the weather is going to shape up for a long holiday weekend. Let's check in with Evan and Ronnie.
All right. Thank you very much, Jen. Yeah, we are starting off the morning with a little bit of a breeze out there and clear skies. It's going to be a great one out there. Expect temperatures to warm up in the afternoon to the upper 70s and low 80s. We've got a lot of warmth headed our way and sunshine as well that will last through the majority of the weekend. Let's take a look outside. Here's Sandpoint. Look at all the greenery out there. It's beautiful. Roads are dry. We have not seen any wet weather since what came about yesterday morning and then mainly on your July 1st. But now as we head through July 3rd and into the 4th of July, we will be seeing those temperatures really warm up to the upper 70s and low 80s, mostly sunny with temperatures just around average. Average for this time of year would, I believe, be about 79 degrees. So we're falling just in line with that. Overnight lows still a bit chilly as we start off the morning, mainly in the low 50s, now warming up to the upper 50s, but we'll make it to the 60s, I'd say, any minute now. It is 8:32 right now. Let's take a look at what's going on outside to start off the day. A lot of people getting started with that morning commute, but it does seem like this morning we have seen a lot of people maybe on an extended 3-day weekend or 4-day weekend, as it seems like it's been a little bit lighter this morning than previous mornings. So we'll let you know if we see any changes to start off the day, but for now, smooth sailing. I'll send things back over to you, Jen.
All right, Evan, thank you so much. 8:32 now. Well, here are 3 things to know to start your Friday morning. Starting next week, curbside coronavirus testing will be available here in Spokane. The new testing sites will offer services to people who are underinsured, without insurance, or have difficulty getting to a testing clinic. Guests will not be charged. However, people with insurance will be encouraged to go to their primary care doctor. For a list of those locations, you can text the word curbside to 509-448-2000. Well, a Spokane man is in custody this morning after refusing to comply with an isolation order. Police arrested him after testing positive for coronavirus and then defying a civil health hold. Spokane Regional Health District experts say he presented a direct threat to the community. And leaders tried to find different options for him to self-isolate, but they say none worked. So they're now working a way out to find him a more appropriate facility. Authorities say this is the first incident of its kind in Spokane County. The University of Washington in Seattle is reporting a coronavirus outbreak among students. Leaders confirmed at least 66 students tested positive. However, students self-reported the number is much higher, of at least 105. Leaders are still working, though, to confirm the additional cases.
Taking a look now by the numbers, as this week has already guaranteed to break some Spokane County records for the highest weekly COVID-19 case total. So we're going to take a closer look by the numbers this morning at the latest data out of Spokane Regional Health District. Now, just yesterday, the district confirmed 70 new cases of COVID-19. As you can see here, more than half of those cases linked to people in their 20s and 30s. Also, the third time in 4 days that we've passed that 70 mark. What you can also see here is the cases have steadily been rising. Even if we don't have the Friday, Saturday, Sunday numbers yet, this week has already marked a new record high of 264 total so far. Compare that to last week. 246 last week from Monday to Sunday, so 18 more here today. Now, one of the biggest concerns right now is whether or not Spokane County is going to be forced to move back into phase 1. We have seen it happen across state line, and we see these numbers piling up. So I asked that question to Spokane Mayor Woodward, who admits that it is something Governor Jay Inslee is considering right now. Now, Woodward says that she does not think that is the ultimate guaranteed direction. She thinks that the county can do some course correction and get back on track, aiming for phase 3, if the people of Spokane embrace wearing masks.
Well, we're looking at thousands of more jobs if we can get to phase 3, that's for sure. I was just up in the north side of the city in Hilliard and talking with a small business owner there who struggled during the first closure. She hadn't been in debt, and now she is. And she said, if I have to close again a second time, I will not survive. This is her life.
Mayor Woodward also says that Inslee is keeping an eye on several metrics in Spokane County, including the growth of large case numbers, hospitalizations, the death rate, and the county's ability to contact trace. Woodward says that Inslee has not given her a specific indication on whether he's leaning one way or the other. And as we can see, as we look at this data a little bit differently, using the 14-day moving average curve throughout Spokane County, yeah, that line is only really moving up here. We are not seeing any kind of leveling out, any kind of drop. It's pretty much headed only up into Independence Day weekend. Obviously, a big weekend for local and statewide health authorities, as questions do remain about what comes next. But the data clearly showing this morning that something needs to change before these numbers are ever going to start dropping back down.
8:36 now. We do want to get to some breaking news now. The Washington Redskins are considering a name change. In a press release out about 30 minutes ago, team leaders say the team's name will go under a thorough review. This comes as FedEx, the title sponsor of the Washington Redskins Stadium, asked the team to change its name, among other corporate sponsors. Now, they say it's offensive to Indigenous people. Leaders say the conversation also stems from recent events around the country and feedback from fans. Also trending this morning, ESPN is reporting a song dubbed the Black National Anthem will play this year at the NFL preseason games. Now, Lift Every Voice and Song will play before the national anthem. League leaders say it's an effort to increase awareness about systemic racism. Just last month, the NFL pledged to donate $250 million over the course of 10 years to social justice causes. The Associated Press reports the league is also considering putting names of victims of police brutality on helmet decals or jersey patches. The regular season is set to kick off September 10th. And we want to know what you think about this morning. You can let us know your thoughts by texting us to 509-448-2000. Well, still to come this morning on Up with KREM.
You discriminated against kids.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did. You discriminated against them.
Well, one woman is out of a job after refusing service to someone not wearing a mask. We'll explain more in the next 8 minutes.
I know we've all been going a little stir-crazy the last couple months, but at Wendell Nissan, we have a question for you. Where will you drive once we get back to normal? Wouldn't it be nice to take the family to dinner in the 2020 Nissan Rogue? all-wheel drive, heated seats, backup camera, lane keeping assist, and more. We've got more selection than the others. Wherever you drive, we've got you covered. Great financing and up to $4,000 in factory customer cash on select 2020 Nissan models. Come see us today or online at Wendell.com.
1.7 million people call Idaho home. A home built by generations of hardworking, resilient, innovative, kind people. Now it is time for the 1.7 million to come together. To be the generation that reignites Idaho for the future. We are 1.7 million strong, and we are open. We are ready to rebound safely.
Waiting, I just keep on waiting for the final
CW22 is giving away 22 family packs of 4 tickets for the CW22 Silverwood Day, Saturday, July 11th. Just watch CW22 to get the Silverwood word of the day and enter it on KREM.com. Good for the CW22 Silverwood Day.
Introducing the new and improved KREM.com. You spoke, we responded. Find stories fast with easier navigation and search. Get clearer forecasts in one click, all in a fresh new look. Visit the new KREM.com now.
All of us at KREM 2 are relying on our pets to help us get through these challenging times. We will continue to support our partner Spokanimal and host the KREM 2 Pick of the Litter every Tuesday on KREM 2 News at noon. Why not pass along the cuteness?
Country Store is a proud sponsor of Pick of the Litter. Country Store is open and able to serve the needs of your pet and livestock. Keep up with store hours and information on the Country Store website and Facebook page during these ever-changing times.
Life right now is about the moments with your family, in your home, on your front porch. Behind the trying times, the confusion and the fear, there are a lot of smiles and memories being made. So from our KREM 2 families to yours, thank you for working hard to stay together and stay positive.
You're watching Up with KREM.
Coming up this morning, one woman is out of a job after refusing service to someone not wearing a mask, and we're going to tell you more about that right now. Essentially, an ice cream worker basically being fired after an altercation over the state's law requiring that everyone wears masks, and it happened over the weekend in Chelan County. It's deepening the divide, though, over this mask debate. Our sister station in Seattle brings us the story from Leavenworth.
It was definitely a meltdown here at the Cold Stone Creamery over the weekend. A teenage girl coming in for an ice cream cone and leaving empty-handed. Her mother coming back loaded with allegations.
These are the people that discriminated against my children.
It started with a simple stroll to get some ice cream and turned into allegations of discrimination.
You discriminated against kids. No, I didn't. Yes, you did. You discriminated against them.
On Saturday, a teenage girl went into this Leavenworth Cold Stone Creamery and was refused service because she was not wearing a face mask. A policy posted on the door, not to mention a state law. A Facebook video posted on iFiber1.com has the mom arguing the girl had her shirt pulled up over her face.
The governor said a face covering. It could be a scarf, it could be a bandeau, it could be anything.
State law specifically mandates masks or several layers tied around a person's head. It makes no mention of shirts. Worker Paris Allred came around the corner to defend her co-worker and confront the customer. Shortly after that altercation, Paris got a text from her boss saying she'd been fired.
You know, I don't regret trying to stick up for my co-worker. She was really just trying to do her job.
Cold Stone says Paris was not fired for enforcing the mask rule. Rather, it was this comeback that was apparently a bit too salty for the sweet cream company.
If you have a problem with that, then don't come to the store. Oh, we won't. And I'm from here, and I will make sure that everyone in Leavenworth knows that you guys discriminated against kids coming in here to have ice cream. We get paid by the hour, so go for it.
What would you do differently today if you could do it all over again?
Differently, I would have not, I would have just tried to keep my cool. I wouldn't have let her get to me. I think she came into the store looking for an argument, and unfortunately, I gave her what she was looking for. It really is just about mutual respect, and it's not only about the customers, but everyone in the store as well.
Our attempts to reach the mother who shot that video have been unsuccessful today. Cold Stone tells us they are offering Paris her job back. Paris says she'll think about it. In Leavenworth, Eric Wilkinson, King 5 News.
All right, 8:44 right now. Quick break in store, and after that, we are taking a look at your 4th of July forecast, which includes a good chance of sunny skies and warm temperatures. Stay with us.
Hi, I'm Brandon Spencer with my wife Tiffany and our son Ransom and my mother Leslie. Our family raises beef near Ritzville. Now through Labor Day, join Washington's beef community, United Against Hunger. Buy St. Helens beef at your local Rose Hours, and 10 cents from each pound goes to the Beef Counts program.
Washington's beef community has teamed up with Second Harvest since 2010 to provide beef protein to families in need. And Beef Count is a proud supporter of Tom's Barbecue Forecast.
Buy beef and fight hunger.
Now is the time for a new bath from Bathfitter. Every Bathfitter bath is installed quickly, safely, and beautifully with a lifetime warranty. Go from old to new, from worn to wow. The beautiful bath you've always wanted, done right, installed by one expert technician, all in one day. We've been creating moments like these for 35 years, and we're here to help you get started. Book your free virtual or in-home design consultation today.
Heidi-ho there! Yeah.
Hello. Monday.
Let's make some stuff up!
What's the Cutting Edge Improv Show? With cool guests. Singing. Dancing. Eating.
Help me, my God.
And plenty of horsing around. Don't think too hard. Here's a hint.
That was a fake scene, totally made up, totally improvised.
Just take a guess.
Well,
let me see. Okay, here's another hint.
This game is entitled Whose Line Is It Anyway? The show where everything is made up and the points do not matter.
Is this still a show?
Whose Line Is It Anyway? New episode this Monday at 8/7 Central, only on the CW. The Storm Tracker 2 team warns you ahead of the storm.
We see a risk of thunderstorms pass through mainly through the evening.
With the most accurate and detailed forecast.
The warm, moist air and then this colder air dropping in, that's what's going to fire up the thunderstorms.
Tells you when the storm will hit.
Thunderstorms moving into the Spokane area just before 6 o'clock.
Alerts you to what's next.
We have a threat for everything. High winds, hail, flooding.
The Storm Tracker 2 team prepares you for the storm, so you and your family are safe. Now, your local Storm Tracker 2 forecast.
8:47 right now. Thanks for sticking with us here on Up with KREM. The view outside, downtown Spokane looking beautiful. We've got the American flag out there. And of course, 4th of July weekend is upon us. It's going to be a beautiful weekend. We saw some changes as we headed into the month of July that I know made some of us uneasy about the weather pattern. It was pretty wet and rainy and cloudy earlier on in the week on the 1st of July. Now as we head into the 3rd of July and near the 4th of July, things are going to be wonderful out there. So I'm happy to be able to give you that good news as you make plans for the weekend. 59 degrees is the temperature outside right now in Yakima, 58 in Spokane, 57 in Sandpoint with mostly sunny skies out there. We've got sunny and dry conditions for the weekend, and that means clear firework viewing conditions as well. So if you're going to be watching the fireworks somewhere, we encourage you to practice that safe social distancing, but enjoy your weekend. And hey, getting outside is a great way to do it as well. More warmth next week. It looks like that's when we'll start to encounter more dry weather and a few clouds that will drift in, but it doesn't look like it's going to stop our temperatures from really warming up to the upper 70s and low 80s again, and likely still stick with that trend of mostly sunny conditions out there. Wind speeds are largely in the single digits. We do have a couple spots on here that have jumped into the double digits. That's Coeur d'Alene at 12-mile-an-hour winds, 10 in Sandpoint, 7 in Deer Park and in Spokane, and 4 in Ritzville. Future Tracker shows us the next 48 hours, and it shows how there's nothing really special to talk about, and that's a good thing when we're watching Future Tracker because it means a lack of showers. So since we're sticking with that dry weather trend, we can run through 11:30 p.m. where there's mainly dry conditions, a few clouds out there. By the time we get into Saturday morning, things are looking good. We've got the same situation, just a few very light clouds around central Washington, and no showers expected throughout your Saturday, with the exception of the small system down to the east of Rangeville that's going to keep pushing farther off to the east and clear out. So There's very little to note over the next 4 to 8 hours, and temperatures are expected to warm up to the 70s and 80s once again. So today's going to get us to that zone. Tomorrow's going to follow suit. We've got 80 degrees Wenatchee. That's the afternoon high. 79 for Wilbur and for Colville, Deer Park, Spokane, Coeur d'Alene, all making it to the upper 70s, if not maybe just hitting that 80-degree marker. 77 for Moscow, 80 for Libby. Here's that look at that 7-day forecast. Things are looking really nice out there. We do have a little bit of a dip in temperature, but notice that comes about Wednesday of next week and only drops down to about 77, so not too much of a cool down at all. We're going to be dealing with mostly dry skies for the next week, and this forecast is over on our website. That's krem.com/weather. But it is Friday, and that in turn means New Music Friday, right, Joshua?
Yep, take it away.
All right, so it's New Music Friday. If you want to send in your requests, all you have to do is text them to us. The number is 509-448-2000, and we'd love to throw that on the air and let you know what we're listening to and let other people know what you're listening to. So let's take a look at some of our requests from the team here at Up with KREM. First is from our director, Brandon. He requested America. How do you pronounce his name?
Sufjan Stevens. I had never heard of him before.
I'm glad I didn't say Sufjan.
Yeah.
Sufjan Stevens. Erica also made a request, a song called First, right?
Yeah, that was a great song too. We've been listening to all of these requests all morning.
In commercial breaks, we like to throw up some of these music, some of the music in the mix. So my song shouldn't come as a big surprise. It's kind of a pop classic from Ellie Goulding and Lauv. It's called Slow Grenade, and it's a little bit of a slower song that kind of picks up, and I've enjoyed it so far. Joshua, you want to mention your request too?
No, I want to listen to yours. It's your pick.
Exactly.
Can't steal from you.
Okay, so let's take a listen to it. We'll head to a quick break and leave you with a listen. Again, this song is by Ellie Goulding called Slow Grenade, featuring Lauv.
You say my name like you know my dark side. Ooh. Got me the taste of the tears that I'll cry. Ooh. Slow grenade is blowing up my mistakes. So why don't I stop it? Still got time for me to stop it. It's like a part of me must want it. That's why I'm not running from it. Can't escape this blowing up in my face. So why can't I stop it? Still got time for me to stop it. It's like a part of me must love it. That's why I'm not running from it.
Crazy late nights in the city. Drink until you hate me. They say that I should just let you go. Hold on, why do we still hold on? Think that we should move on, but we're too scared of being alone.
CW22 is giving away 22 family packs of 4 tickets for the CW22 Silverwood Day, Saturday, July 11. Just watch CW22 to get the Silverwood word of the day and enter it on KREM.com. Good for the CW22 Silverwood Day.
Wait till you see her new living room. She got everything at Lazy Boy.
What does she do? About 6 recliners?
Hey, hi girls. Hey, come on in.
Whoa.
Announcing the 4th of July sale. For a limited time only, you can save up to 25% store-wide. Plus, you'll receive 48 months special financing on your purchase.
And this all came from Lazy Boy?
Yep.
Lazy Boy Furniture
And then
Galleries.
I'm done after that, right?
I know people love the dish remote.
Cool.
It's great.
Thanks, Scooter.
So why build in the Google Assistant? I mean, who really needs a TV remote that can turn the thermostat up,
Change temperature to 72.
the lights down,
Dim the lights.
and still access their DVR?
Play Rio.
Actually, some people could absolutely use a remote like that.
The new Dish Voice Remote. Dish tuned in to you.
How do you go on?
This place is a powder keg.
We are the last of the human race!
I say we live and let die.
This isn't a plan. Plans change.
You are the key to winning the last war mankind will ever wage.
I used to think fighting is what we do. Now I worry that fighting is what we are.
New world, same problems.
I can't let you die to save me.
Have we learned nothing? I need death.
It doesn't end here.
The 100. New episode this Wednesday at 8/7 Central, only on the CW.
It looks like crap.
You went the cheap route. In a sense, you often get what you pay for.
Coming up on Judge Jerry Springer.
You said I'll give you this money, no strings attached. Did you have a tape recording machine at the time?
He's like, babe, don't be mad. I was in a 3-car collision. Your car's ruined.
This is crazy stuff.
And then I felt sorry for the roommate. Kevin was drunk all the time. Aaron was in love with him.
Wait, this belongs on my other show.
All this week on Judge Jerry Springer.
Watch weekdays at 2 on CW 22.
You're watching Up with KREM.
Well, good morning and welcome back to Up with KREM. We are tracking some breaking news this morning. Spokane police are fighting back against claims online. Now, a post shared around the world revolves around the death of 23-year-old Diamond Murrow. Now, she died Sunday, but the cause is pending. Today, police reiterated major crimes detectives are investigating her case. Spokane police tweeted information suggesting it is not investigating the case is inaccurate and grossly misleading. The Spokane County Medical Examiner will determine Murrow's cause and manner of death at a later time.
Thank you, Jen. Coming up on KREM 2 News at noon, the State Line Speedway is getting ready for their annual 4th of July event in Idaho. And organizers say it's about to be bigger than ever, even amid the coronavirus pandemic. We'll check in with KREM 2's Nicole Hernandez to explain how they are taking this year's event to that next level. There are also several other places you can catch 4th of July fireworks shows across the inland Northwest. All you have to do is text the word fireworks to 509-448-2000 to get your list of local spots in Spokane and North Idaho sharing those shows this weekend. We're going to take one last check outside with Evan Narani.
All right, thank you very much, Joshua. Yeah, things are looking pretty nice as we head into your 4th of July holiday. Things are expected to be in the 80-degree range. Great out there. We've got temperatures warming up to 80 today, 79 for your Saturday. Mostly sunny skies expected all the way through the weekend, and it looks like we'll stay dry into the beginning of next week as well. We've got a little bit of a cool down toward the middle of next week where we'll make it down to about the mid-70s. But beyond that, I mean, hey, expect the dry skies to persist all the way through the weekend and into next week. You can find this forecast over on our website. That's krem.com/weather. But we hope you have a wonderful and safe 4th of July and practice that social distancing outside, right, Joshua?
Yeah, stay safe, stay healthy. If you know of anyone that has some homemade ice cream, enjoy a little bit of that. But
there
of course,
we go.
Yeah, Evan mentioned stay safe and socially distance. We appreciate it. We'll also love to see you back here on the KREM 2 News at noon. And of course, have a great, beautiful weekend.
Thanks for watching Up with KREM.
Belvita breakfast biscuits are baked with nutritious morning energy. Energy to share joy. Energy to share new ideas. Energy to share more light with the world. Nutritious morning energy from Belvita. It takes energy to share your energy.